in a while. And we've
It's
got
been a while
so
since I could
much
hold
fucking
my
stuff to
head
talk
up
about.
high.
Sing it. I don't even know what you're singing, bro.
I'm pretty sure it was Nickelback. So
Oh yeah, that's probably why I don't know.
maybe it was Creed. I don't fucking remember.
Nickelback is a bitch
Whoa.
as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boys and girls.
what's up? Happy
Welcome
New
one,
Year.
Welcome all. Happy New Year. Hope you all had a safe New Year. I know some friends of mine's got into some issues. but they're
Yeah.
okay.
I still
That was
got
nuts to
something in
hear
my
about.
eye, Doug, and I want to die right now.
Oh my god.
Well, that's the podcast. I'm going to the hospital.
And yep, here we go. Yep.
Oh, what the fuck? It's like in there, dude. It's an eyelash. Ladies and gentlemen, we got so much to talk about, man, and I'm dealing
We
with
do.
getting stabbed in the eyeball right now.
Shit.
Woo! Oh my god.
Why
It hurts.
doesn't my Twitter?
The first 5 minutes of this stream is just me complaining about my eye.
Eyeball?
Yeah, dude, it's like in there too, bro. It hurts.
Jesus.
Like a
You need
motherfucker.
some
I need some fucking milk.
eye drop. Get him some milk.
He needs some milk.
Oh shit.
Woo! Yo, Culberson, how you doing, brother? Don't mind me. I'm going blind from an eyelash.
Digging in his eye. Yeah.
Digging into my eye testicle.
My icicles.
If I drank milk, then I'd be okay. How did the football game go earlier? Which one? The video game one or the real life one?
Probably the video game one.
The video game one went well.
You were playing Madden earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, dude. The video game one went well. I won both games that I played. I do the
Nice,
hour-long
nice.
experience, so there ain't no fucking way I'm doing 4 or 5 games.
No,
That's insane.
negative.
Stop fucking with my eyeball? Well, there's something in my eyeball, bro. It's not like I'm
He's
just
gotta get it out.
fucking with my eyeball for the sake of fucking with my eyeball, bro.
He is though.
Oh yeah, the video game one I did good. And the real life one, a football player on the Eagles almost died today. Literally like crunched
that's-
his neck in half and got rushed to the hospital.
That just gives me chills.
Oh dude, it was freaky to see, man. Like dude's fucking head just, like I said, dude, he, like if he hit with the top, like there was another guy a couple years ago that tackled somebody with the top of his head.
Yeah.
And paralyzed himself and ended
It
his
happens
career.
all the damn time. Like
He's able to walk again now, but he like walks with a constant limp.
Right.
But this dude, Josh Sweat, he was a defensive end. He's a defensive end on the Eagles. Kind of like not the forehead, but like the frontal top of his head. Headbutted a
mean,
dude.
any kind of impact like that can literally move your fucking brain.
Oh, yeah,
and your
dude.
skull. That's not good.
He was fucked up.
That's crazy.
Culberson, we're not here to talk about football video games here, brother. This is a superhero podcast.
It's whatever
So-
we want to talk about.
I mean, yeah, but we're here to talk about superheroes and shit. You should have been in my stream to ask me if I have traded yet or about my football experience, sir. That was like 9 hours ago.
So I pulled up a Google tab so I could like do some searching real quick. And
Uh-huh.
literally the first thing is famous musician dead at 45. I don't
Wow.
know who it is. I don't know who it is.
Who is it?
How famous are you? I don't know.
Who is it?
What's
his name?
Jeremiah Green.
Who the
He was
fuck is Jeremiah Green?
He was the drummer for Modest Mouse.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks. It sucks that he died, but like, whatever.
I just like that was the title. It's not like drummer Jeremiah Green has passed away. It's famous musician is dead.
Yeah, right?
Good Lord.
Yo,
Anyway,
Matt, thank you for saving a civilian, brother. Gage, thank you for saving a civilian. Eric Culberson, thank you for saving a civilian. What's going on, Matt? How you doing? Happy New Year, brother. I feel like a dick for yelling at Culberson to,
you really did though. You were like, "Get the fuck out of here with your
oh, I
shit."
mean, like, it's not,
I'm just kidding.
it's not a sports podcast, bro.
No,
Like,
but
if
he wants to ask a question.
well, yeah, but then it would have. So here's the thing. After answering that question, I would have had to answer a follow-up question, then a follow-up question to that follow-up question, and then we would no longer be doing a sport or a fucking superhero podcast. It would be football video game that I'm not very good at. It would be the sequel to that. Doug, thank you for saving 2 civilians. There's still something in my fucking eye!
Oh my God. Well, this is the podcast, y'all. Bro's digging in his eyeball.
Dude, it
I
hurts.
appreciate that followage.
It
Appreciate that
fucking
thing.
hurts. Football podcast and something in Brown's eyeball.
I'm gonna just take a second here, like looking at the DC updates or whatever.
Dude,
It's
they're
literally
impossible to find.
all Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I know.
That's all that's being talked about. is
Speaking
Dwayne
of
Johnson.
which, bro, that movie was fucking dog shit.
I finally watched it. I know we've talked about it a little bit,
It
but
was
obviously
So bad.
we can finally talk about it on the podcast of the superheroes.
Fuck you, Culberson.
It sucked.
It was fucking garbage, dude.
I've talked to you a lot about it. Like, Black Adam is one of my favorite DC villains. Just because, I mean, he is super powerful. He's got the power of the Shazam, wizards.
Yeah, I know. It probably sucked for you to see how bad it was, considering he's your favorite villain, dude.
Yeah, like I went into it specifically with the thought in mind that most DC fucking films have been trashed. And I like The Rock. I like him as an actor. Some of his stuff I enjoy watching. I feel like
Right.
he's good. He's been an actor basically his entire life because of the WWE. I mean,
Right.
They are, to me, are technically actors because that's what they do.
Oh, 100%.
So I enjoy his movies, but the path of that movie was just,
It was so fucking bad.
I mean, the story was like, first of all, it wasn't his son in the comic. So that, I get it. Like, you change it to make it more feel goody, his son transferred his powers to him so he could live, and then he got to, I mean, I don't know. But besides that, like,
Yeah,
just,
dude.
the movie did not flow very well at all.
It didn't. It was like, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on the entire time. And the fact that they just randomly brought the Justice Society into the fucking film
Yeah.
instead of like, so DC does this thing.
Yep.
Where they have no idea how to make movies, and they just bring all of these characters that you would otherwise
Big actors,
know
big
no
teams,
background.
big people, big
Like-
they just want big.
Right, like
know,
the Justice League. Obviously, everybody knows who the Justice League is, but the
I guarantee
fact,
nobody fucking knew who the Justice Society was.
right?
Like, they were like, "You mean the Justice League?" when they said it, and they're like, "No, we're the Justice Society. We're like
Yeah.
we're like the wicked stepchild of the Justice League."
And everybody was like, "Who the fuck is Dr. Fate? Who the fuck is Hawkman? Who the
Yeah,
fuck's this other guy? Who the fuck is the Atom?"
Who's
Like,
this Ant-Man knockoff?
yeah, like who the fuck are these people, and why are they trying to take down the Rock? Like the movie was, it was. I don't know much about Shazam. I don't know much about Black Adam, but I do know that the Black Adam film did not follow the source material. I do know that I had an idea that the movie was gonna suck, when The Rock refused to include Black Adam in the Shazam movie, knowing that he is the main villain of Shazam. When you fucking refuse to join or have a cameo in the movie that is based off of your arch nemesis,
Your characters.
the
That is
movie,
your people.
that is like any Batman actor refusing to act in a movie
Joker.
involving the Joker.
Yeah.
Like, that's like Superman refusing to act in a movie that involves Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that right there, that was the first red flag to me that, like, okay, this movie, there's a chance it'll be good because The Rock is saying, "Oh, we're listening to the fans," but there's a decent chance this movie's gonna fucking blow, knowing full well that Shazam has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. You know, I went into it trying to have an open mind because, again, like I stated, one of my favorite DC villains. There were some moments in the movie that, you know, were pretty cool.
Right.
But it was not good. I wanted to like it. I wanted to enjoy it, and I just didn't.
Same.
I watched it all the way through. I didn't like, I just like action. I had to quit watching it because I don't do that. I try not to.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'll watch a movie fully through and then I'll give my my unbiased decision on it.
Yeah.
So obviously I am a very source driven person. I prefer to have my content that is comic book related to, it doesn't have to follow the source material 1000%, because if it does, I might as well just read a fucking comic book.
Yeah, exactly.
So when I watch a film or I watch a show that has a lot of comic accuracies, but then also fresh, like, twists and shit, that's fine. Arrow did it all the fucking time, and Arrow was a fantastic show. The Flash did it all the fucking time, and The Flash was a fantastic show. So I can respect when they go off of the source material, because they also want to get the fans that are not into the source material interested in watching the show. That is how it works. That's how TV works. You know, every TV show that is based off of a book, a comic book, a superhero, even The Witcher, Jack Reacher, etc., even Wednesday from the Addams Family. You know, everything that is ever created does not follow the source material to a T, because there are people out there that don't read the source material. And that's totally fine. I totally get why they have to do the change-ups, because you want to appeal to both. The CW does not suck. Everybody just bitches about it because they don't want to see all of the drama-driven romances and all that bullshit. Snyderverse fans, I mean, I was a fan of the Justice League Snyder Cut, but other than that, the rest of those movies are dog shit. Aquaman was garbage. Wonder Woman I've never even watched because I didn't care to. Batman v Superman might as well have been the worst.
That was terrible.
That movie was
your
fucking
mother's
garbage.
Name is Martha too. We're best friends now.
Yeah, like that movie
if
was
you haven't watched
absolute
Batman versus
shit.
Superman, that is the basis behind the movie.
Yeah.
Their mothers have the same name.
Yeah.
And now they're friends.
That movie was absolute dog shit. I will never watch it again. I've watched it once and I will never watch it again. I do appreciate that they followed a very good story from the comic books in The Dark Knight Returns. Ben Affleck's Batman. As much as a lot of people didn't like him, I hate to say it for all of you Christian Bale fans out there, Ben Affleck was the most comic accurate.
My take on the most recent of Batmans. Obviously, we had some pretty bad ones in the 90s.
The greatest Batman ever made. The Batman.
I see what you're saying.
And Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, I mean, hands down. No, like, no, nothing against Clooney. I didn't like the Clooney ones.
It was the bat nipples, bro.
Yeah, let's put some fucking bat nipples on the suit.
If the bat nipples didn't exist, Clooney might have been a little bit better.
I enjoyed the Christian Bale movies for what they were.
I enjoyed them because of the
Having
story and
said that-
villains.
Right. Having said that, I have some concern.
This is why I like Doug, because he realizes how dog shit Christian Bale was as Batman, while everybody else is so blind to the fact that Christian Bale was dog shit as Batman, and don't
So
realize.
you really had to watch those movies, not looking or not listening to Christian Bale as Batman.
Yes,
Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne all day.
it
I
was
got you.
it was great, but as
Perfect.
Batman, fucking horrible.
Where are the drugs?
Horrible.
Where are the drugs?
I'm gonna say it
Like,
with a fucking reverb. Fucking horrible. HORRIBLE spells horrible.
I was expecting you to spell it wrong.
I know how to fucking spell, Doug. I'm not a child.
I'm moving my microphone. Yeah, he was good as a Bruce Wayne.
Ben Affleck as Batman portrayed not good as combat. You're fucking high. You're fucking high if you think that.
Say that again.
Ben Affleck as Batman portrayed not good in combat, and Bruce Wayne was good. I think
See,
he was talking about Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne,
I
but
feel the opposite. I feel Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne was good, not as Batman. And then I felt like Ben Affleck was good as Batman.
as
not
Bruce Wayne. Well, his Bruce Wayne was also the older rendition from the Dark Knight Returns comic books. So
True.
he in that comic book, Ben Affleck's like
also-
50 years, or Batman's like 50, 60 years old.
Yeah. I'm also, and this is for the people in the back, I'm fucking sick of Batman movies.
Same. Except for the Batman with Robert Pattinson. That movie was fucking incredible and you should watch it.
I did.
Robert Pattinson did fantastic as young, inexperienced Bruce Wayne.
And that's the thing. That's what, so on the topic while we're there.
Well, hold up. We got to answer this. We have to answer this bullshit that Derpy in chat is saying about Ben
Oh my
Affleck
God.
being bad as Batman in combat. That's his actual name, Derpy. Like, his
Well-
name on here is Derpy. I'm not saying that, like, in a rude way.
I was
But,
was super confused.
no,
I'm like,
no.
I
His
thought-
name is actually Derpy.
All right, I got you. So I don't know. I don't feel like he was bad as Batman.
He was great.
because you got to see it as an older Batman. It's not the
Exactly.
young 20s, 30s Batman. The Batman he was supposed to be portraying was an older. He was more thoughtful about his process. That's why he didn't engage in shit he didn't need to. And
Exactly.
when he did, he was there to take care of shit.
See, here's the thing that
Um,
people don't understand about Batman, okay? Everybody's like, Christian Bale was the perfect Batman. But if you look at the source material, he was anything but the perfect Batman. Okay? Ben Affleck's Batman. In the comic books, Batman is in top physical condition. The absolute limit that a human being can reach in terms of physicality. That is what Batman is. So Ben Affleck being built like a fucking Mack truck and moving at the extreme speeds that he did, being able to throw probably a 230-pound box at that dude in the warehouse fight scene with his grappling hook, and then being able to bounce between people reminiscent of the Batman Arkham video games.
Yeah.
That is the way Batman is portrayed in the comic books. That is the way that he's portrayed. And the suit was spot on to the Dark Knight Rises or the Dark Knight
Yeah.
Returns comic book.
Yeah.
His combat was good, but him as Bruce Wayne was good, but his writing and how people see him was not good. That's not true. The only reason why the writing was so fucking bad was because the other characters surrounding
yeah.
Ben Affleck's Batman were written poorly. If we had a solo Batfleck film, guarantee you it would be as good as the Batman, and it would be as good as the fucking Michael Keaton films.
If we
Guarantee
had
it.
gotten the Ben Affleck Batman that he wanted to do, you know, his solo film,
It would have been
I think
spot
it'd
on.
been top notch. The writing, yes, was terrible. I agree, but that was because of whoever was doing the movie at the time.
Exactly.
But yeah, I definitely don't. I don't know.
So would you agree, Doug? Would you
Yeah.
agree that the only good thing about the Christian Bale films was the villains that they introduced and made a story around, and the story itself?
Yes.
Okay.
Like again, I'm not the biggest fan of Christian Bale. I've watched his movies. I enjoy some of them, but I enjoyed again the Christopher Nolan series of Batman. I enjoyed for the story and the cinematics of it.
Oh, 100%. It was the most cinematically, well, aside from the
If I
new
could
Batman.
just- like if I could just watch every time Batman or Christian Bale's Batman came around, it was like, okay, he's here on screen now. You know, because it just him as Batman, it was not entertaining.
It
You
wasn't.
know,
He was built like somebody with anorexia, dude.
yeah,
He
it
looked
was
like he
not-
needed a burger.
It was not entertaining because there was nothing to keep you captivated in watching Batman on screen.
Right.
You know? Again, him as Bruce, I think he did an amazing job.
He was great as
because-
Bruce Wayne.
Because this is you got to think timeline wise. Like put the comics out. I'm doing my hand thing again as I always do.
I do that shit all the time. I never know what to do with my hands, dude.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to guide a plane in.
There.
These comics, yeah. Take the comics out. Take everything out. If you to get a little bit of backstory on Batman, the Christian Bale timeline and the Ben Affleck timeline, it fits for what they are. You're
Right.
not really looking for the detective side because this is at that point where he now has built that technology or has the tech that takes that over now, right?
Right.
Whereas with the Pattinson Batman, he's very young. He's
Yes.
very early. He's only a year or two, I think it was, into being Batman. So he still has that detective mindset,
Right.
and you can see it in that movie. So I think for
That
sure,
movie.
once I got to watch it a second time, because like I said, I think I watched it for a good 30 minutes,
Right.
and I
Well,
was
you
just
were in the
so
process of moving too.
yeah, I was so enveloped with everything else. But I went back and watched it, and I enjoyed it. Like it was a very
So-
good film.
I tell everybody, Christopher Nolan's Batman films, they were cinematic masterpieces.
100%.
Up until the point the Batman came out. If you look at some of the cinematography, the lighting, the fucking angles, just the way that the Batman was filmed, it is bar none far superior compared to the Nolanverse in
Yeah.
terms of cinematography. It is absolutely incredible what they did with their camera work in the Batman.
For the Nolan verse advocates and the Christian Bale advocates, like if you could have put a different voice
Yeah.
over Batman, and I probably would have been okay with it.
Yeah, 100%. And
Because everything up until the point where Batman had to interact with anybody, like not even fight scenes, because again, the Nolan verse is it's on a league in its own
right, absolutely.
area.
Absolutely.
Anytime Batman had to interact with anybody, it was just so fucking stale.
Yeah.
The fight scenes,
Well, that's because
Beautiful.
he is Derpy Pattinson. Bruce Wayne is, well, he's the year 2 version of Batman, but yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Um,
and
So
we're getting ready, and we're probably going to see another one. I think they're
oh,
doing
100%.
another. They're doing another Batman with Pattinson, I believe.
Which I'm cool with. I'm totally fine with that. I just don't want to
but
see the Joker
we-
until the third movie.
We are going to see another Batman actor and Batman movie probably in the near future. I'd say in the next
100%.
3 to 4 years, it's going to be someone completely different.
So I will say this. I will give the credit. So, like we both said, the Nolan versus Batman films are not bad movies.
No,
And
I don't believe they are.
I will say that 85% of the people that think Christian Bale was the best Batman out of every actor to portray the character to this date, the only reason why they believe Christian Bale was the best Batman was because of the incredibly strong writing that was done for the villains, the incredibly strong writing that was done for the story, and the fact that they do not read the source material. If they
that's
read the source
fine.
material, they would have a most likely different opinion.
Right. But on the same note, that's fine. I think what
Right.
the people I don't know for a fact. I just know my own opinion. I can see where people are coming from. But on that same token, I think what people say, like, oh, Christian Bale, Batman was the best. That character was good because of the writing and the cinematics,
Yes.
not as Batman.
Yeah, not because of the Batman character. Those movies
That's my 2 cents.
were focused around the villains and the story themselves. Christopher Nolan stated that Batman was technically a secondary
A side
character,
character. Yeah.
while the main character was Cillian
Joker,
Murphy as
Two-Face,
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, Heath Ledger as Joker, fucking Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face, Tom Hardy as Bane. They were the main characters, and the other main character was the story around Gotham.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a lot of Batman talk.
It happens.
How the fuck did,
Well,
where'd we even
it's
get
just because
started
we
on
always
that?
have.
We always got Batman
don't
fans
remember.
coming in here, you know, and I'm cool with that because I love Batman, you know.
Now, one movie I refuse to watch. I won't watch it. I won't fucking do it. And it's mainly because of the actor. I won't watch Joker.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you won't watch The Flash, and I was gonna be 1,000% on board with you.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, I'm not watching The Flash.
If that gets released,
It's
which
going
I'm
to.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm not fucking watching. That
It is
shit.
getting released.
Nope.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I'm
fucking
not
not.
watching it.
If I ever like the side note, the Fantastic Beasts, right?
Mhm.
He's in that. I won't watch him anymore. I fucking refuse to.
That's good. That's good. That dude's a piece of shit.
Yep.
But
But no, Joker. With Joaquin Phoenix.
I watched it, dude. That movie was dog shit.
To me, it's not Joker. It's
Not.
not anything like. It's literally. I don't know. And
You
they're making
can't.
another
You
one.
can't have the fucking Joker without Batman. The Joker was created by fucking Batman. Technically.
Yeah.
Like-
Anyway.
That movie was horrible, and I will not watch
I
the
won't watch
second
it.
one.
No.
The first
absolutely
one
not.
was dog shit. Anyone that says otherwise doesn't know who the Joker is supposed to be. Oh, we were talking about like Superman and all that shit. Speaking of
Yeah.
which, speaking on Superman, I mean, since we're on the topic of DC, we might
Yeah,
as well
Just keep it rolling with DC.
keep it rolling with DC for right now because there's a shit ton of Marvel updates that we got to get to,
Yeah.
and that's going to take up a little bit of time, so we might as well just continue talking
Get
about DC for
knocked
now.
out since there's not that much.
You know,
As always.
James Gunn is now
Yep.
the co-CEO of
He's fucking
DC.
shaking things up. That's for damn sure.
But you know what? I agree with him. Now, the whole thing with Henry Cavill, I think it's fucked the way they handled it. So the way that DC handled the whole Henry Cavill thing, Henry Cavill was not coming back. The Rock fought to get him back. Warner Brothers made Henry Cavill like reveal that he was coming back as Superman.
Yeah.
Just for James Gunn and Peter Safran to say, hey, we're not bringing you back as Superman.
Yep.
Everything that you just did was a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
So seeing that is so fucked, the way that they handled that kind of situation. Hold on, we got a comment here. We'll get back to this in a moment. Hear me out, fellas. I don't read comics because reading wasn't my best. But for me to understand DC as a whole was the 90s and early 2000s animation era. Because I'm a visual learner, it helped me understand. I have more hope in James Gunn than I ever did with Snyder. I agree. But yeah, I mean, everybody's got different ways of visualizing the way a superhero should be. You know, I know people, like I said, that don't read the comic books, and that's completely fine. I know people that read the comic books and expect every little detail from the comic books to be in the film, which I don't fully expect. Me being somebody that prefers source accuracy, I understand the whole thing of needing twists and turns and shit that hasn't happened in the comic books.
Well, yeah, that's to keep the people who don't know the literature and don't know the source material interested.
Exactly.
I get it. That's fine. I'm
Exactly.
not asking you to, like, word for word, you know, panel by panel, follow it.
But like the shit that needs to be the same.
You gotta have some, you gotta have some lines that you don't cross, and that's what we saw with. That's what we see with a lot of DC, and truthfully,
a lot of fucking Marvel. A lot of Marvel,
dude.
There's
a lot of fuck ups that Marvel's had, and we're just like, wow, if you'd have followed this one piece of information, we wouldn't have this problem.
I mean, let's be real quick. Side note, based off of what we just said about Marvel, look at Moon Knight. Moon Knight was not comic accurate whatsoever, but it was still a very good show. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to DC. So, you know, James Gunn is shaking. He grabbed the fucking tree and just like fucking shook that fucker like no tomorrow, dude.
He fucking took a backhoe and dug that tree up and
he fucking ran that bitch out of the fucking earth.
And he planted a new fucking Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and because he said, to hell with every project, to hell with every actor, actress, whatever that's projected or has, you know, upcoming things. It's done. Like, there is, if you're watching, if you didn't know, now you know, there are no more current DC projects. Everything
except for Blue Beetle and The Flash.
Right, because they were already near end production, or were getting ready to be released. Any previous things are scrapped.
Yeah, and I agree with it. I agree with it.
He's wanting to start from scratch. Now, it has pissed a lot of people off. Having said that, I don't blame him. I mean, I get it. You know, you a lot of these actresses and actors have signed contracts to be with WB, DC, you know, whoever, and now they're being told, oh, well, you're done.
Right.
That would piss me off too.
But here's what a lot of people don't understand, Doug, and I'm sure we could help them understand. What a lot of people aren't understanding, and why a lot of people are fucking mad, is because they're just like, oh, well, you know, Henry Cavill lost his job, Ben Affleck lost a job, Gal Gadot lost her job. I get that, but here's the thing. We have seen 2 Wonder Woman films, a Man of Steel film, a Batman v Superman film, a Justice League film, 2 Aquaman films. Well, the second one's coming out, unless it already did. I can't remember. And they have all fucking failed. Yeah. So, why would we keep on all of these people if these... Go ahead.
I was just going to say on that, like, I don't think it's an actor or actress fault, because on their own standalone, they're all very good at what they do.
Well, yeah, it's not
terrible fucking writing.
Right. It's not their fault.
No. These stories that they're being presented with, whether, of course they have to say, oh, it's an amazing project. We're doing so well. Of course they have to say
Right.
that.
They're
They're
getting
backed by
paid to
WB.
say that.
They're getting paid by that. But deep down, a lot of these people are like, well, this fucking sucked.
Yeah.
I would still like to see certain actresses and actors play those characters because
So would I.
I think they do portray them very well. But
I
at
mean,
the
yeah.
same time, like
Henry
we
Cavill's
may
good.
Still see them. We may still see them. It's not that we
Right.
won't. It's just that Peter Safran and James Gunn have completely scrapped any current projects.
Correct.
Because they want to take it back to day one.
I mean, shit. I was
Bring it
seeing
back.
what?
I was just saying they're both wanting to bring it back to day one, bring it back to basics, and not necessarily give you origin again.
Right.
because, let's face it, we're over origin.
Yeah, we
stories.
don't need origin stories.
But give you a new story.
Right. One that
Oh.
works, a working story. And what I was going to say is there's even I saw one little rumor. It hasn't been confirmed or anything, but James Gunn even wants to take Jason Momoa out of the role of Aquaman and put him into the role of Lobo.
I think that's an amazing idea.
That would be fucking awesome. I'm cool with that.
I think he fits Lobo through and through.
Right,
Who
exactly.
you would get for Aquaman? How about this? A fucking blonde, because
A blonde-haired,
he was fucking
blue-eyed
blonde in the comics.
human being. The reason that they chose Jason Momoa to play this dumbass, stupid, fucking, ridiculously dumb character was to make Aquaman look cool.
Yeah.
But everybody knows how everybody feels about fucking Aquaman. He's fucking useless. He is so stupid. He is such a dumb character. But no,
Yes.
let's make him cool with Jason Momoa and waste Jason Momoa's talents instead of giving him a role for a good character.
Yeah.
Hey,
I would love to see him as Lobo. I think
same
that's an
dude. He would be
excellent
bad
choice.
at. He's a little too tall, but I mean, so is Hugh Jackman, and they
I was gonna say,
movie
we have
magic,
fucking
bro.
Hugh Jackman as
Yeah.
the best fucking character ever. One of.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of.
One of. And he's fucking 2 foot taller than
Yeah.
James Howlett. Like James Howlett in the comics is 5'7".
No, he's like
He's-
5'3", bro.
Is he really? I
Yeah,
thought he was
Wolverine's like 5'3", dog.
I thought he was like I was giving him a few. I thought he was like 5'5", 5'7", something
Yeah,
like
no, he's like 5'3", bro.
that.
That's
Regardless.
but people wouldn't know that Wolverine is portrayed by a 6'2" Australian man portraying a Canadian 5'3" guy because of movie magic. They film from the waist up and make him look shorter compared to
That's
every
how
other
they did it.
character.
They
That's-
did that on purpose. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, we know this is kind of not what fits, but guess what?
He's the best person for it. You
Filmography,
remember
yeah.
how they fucking filmed the far away scenes?
Mhm.
The camera, here was Hugh Jackman, here was the camera, making it appear, and the person he was fighting was always closer to the camera.
Yeah.
To give off the appearance of being taller.
Yeah, 5'3". I couldn't remember.
Yeah. So I like the idea that we've got James Gunn coming into the fold to take over DC because DC needs fucking help. And if you look at James Gunn's portfolio, Guardians 1, Guardians 2, Guardians 3 this year, fucking Suicide Squad 2, Peacemaker, the dude knows comic books. The dude knows how to make
He knows
incredible
what he's
comic
fucking
book
doing.
movies. So
Yeah.
we need him. And if he's coming in and saying, hey, we are going to flip the script, we're scrapping everything, and we're starting from scratch with younger fucking actors and actresses, all we can do is
him.
trust him.
Let him, yeah.
Because he has given us no fucking reason not to trust his process.
Yeah.
And that I'm fully
all
ready.
All we can do is let it roll with what's going on. He will do what he's gonna do,
100%.
and either it's gonna be shit again, which I highly doubt it because it is
Highly
James Gunn.
unlikely.
He did Guardians, and Guardians is fucking amazing.
It's one of the best Marvel trilogy. Well, we haven't seen the third one yet. It's not out, but it's gonna be a hit, just like the first two.
Yeah. So we just got to let it roll with what it is.
Yeah.
That's why there's really no new DC news. Because you've got a few projects that are either nearing end of production, so they will be coming out before like a full reboot.
Right.
You've got the second Shazam, Blue Beetle,
The Flash.
Flash, unfortunately.
They should have just kept
think
Grant
that's
Gustin, bro. Yo, Tubbsy, what's going on, baby? How we doing, brother? Yeah, they should have just kept.
fucking scrapped that whole fucking movie.
When he got into trouble,
On film again.
Tubbs, thank you for saving a civilian, bro. When Ezra Miller got into trouble, like when he started like endangering
He's
kids
been in
and
trouble.
basically
Okay.
joining a cult and getting all weird and shit, they should have right then and there fucking pulled the plug on the fucking on the project. I get it. It was fully filmed, but they did it with Batgirl,
Yeah.
which I was extremely excited to see. I was very excited to watch Batgirl because not only would this be the first time that we see Barbara Gordon in a live action as Batgirl. Keyword as Batgirl, because Barbara Gordon was in season 3 of Titans, but she was not Batgirl. She was already, paralyzed by the Joker. But exactly, they should have kept the cast from the TV shows, Tub. I agree 100%. So I was excited to see Batgirl, not only because of Batgirl's first appearance in a live action film, but also because fucking Brendan Fraser was supposed to play a Batman villain that has never been played. I lie.
He's been played before.
Once.
Yep.
And that was in Arrow.
Yep.
He was played once in like the first season of Arrow. So this would have been the second time that we've seen Firefly, but the first time that we see Firefly in the actual Firefly costume.
Yep.
Third time, fuck, I'm a liar. Arrow, Gotham, Batgirl. Because they had a female Firefly in Gotham. Yo, puppies, what's going on, brother? Dude, pups, you just missed the first half hour of this podcast episode. We were dogging on how
nonstop.
shit Christian Bale was as Batman. You would have loved it, bro.
Oh, Lord.
You would have loved it, dude. And we would have you would have heard us talking about all the high praises that we gave Robert Pattinson and Michael Keaton. Even George Clooney with his bat nipples. We gave him more credit than Christian Bale.
You gotta give the Batman some credit.
What, the Batman? Robert Pattinson Batman? Or
No,
like
the bat
Christian
nips.
Bale? Oh, the bat
Bat
nips.
nips.
You got to
I said
give the
bat
bat
nips.
nips credit. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do. But then you
Bat
also
nips
had the
always get
Robin
credit.
nipples, and that was weird, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay, I can't remember because.
All right, puppies, I'm gonna break it down for you because you just told me that Bale was a
What's his
beast. I'm gonna break it down for you, playa.
Uh-oh.
So, the only
Uh-oh.
people that prefer Christian Bale as Batman, not Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale's Bruce Wayne was fucking incredible. One of the best interpretations of Bruce Wayne to date.
Yeah.
I give him that. But as Batman, fucking horrible. Not comic accurate. He's built like he needs a fucking cheeseburger. The
All we needed,
voice,
like, a
the voice, where is she?
protein bar.
Sounds like he just smoked a fucking pack of Luckies, dude, because he couldn't afford real cigarettes, so he smoked a pack of Lucky Sevens. Bale
It was
played
the
a
one
great
Batman that
role.
couldn't afford
He played a great
a
role
voice
during that
changer.
era. Yes. Dr. Derpy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes over on the Purple site. I appreciate that. But He didn't do anything detective-wise, which is fucking insane because Batman is the world's greatest detective. The fight scenes must have been choreographed by a toddler because I don't know how to fight, but I know that I'm not going to be fighting like this.
Oh, God.
Throw in a knee. No, he looked like a fucking idiot.
Can we get
Those
that again? I
movies,
missed it.
no, I'm not doing it again. That took a lot of energy. I'm out of shape. I'm not puppies, man. I'm not built like a fucking brick.
yeah, but John as Cardi B, I'm just saying, was
I mean, that was
something
sexy,
else.
man.
That was
I
something
I
else.
told him that I have to send him a bill because I had to buy baggier pants. Oh,
hell.
fuck. But yeah, puppies. I'm not saying Bale was garbage
No.
in whole, but we have to separate. We have to separate Bruce Wayne from Batman. They are two separate characters. Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale, was fantastic, but Batman, Christian Bale, was just fucking horrible. The movies are some of the best cinematics on the planet when it comes to a superhero film, aside from the Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Hands
Robert
down,
Pattinson's Batman is fucking incredible. But those movies were good because of the villains. Heath Ledger, Cillian Murphy, Aaron Eckhart, Tom Hardy, top-notch villains.
Well, because the Nolan verse was very villain heavy, and
100%.
That's what they focused on. So
As a Batman, he played it well. It was the writing for the series that made it kind of bad, but the movies were great. The movies are incredible. I am not disputing that whatsoever, dude. The Nolan-verse Batman films, dynamite. Incredible films. I have watched them 1,000 times each. I just think that Christian Bale's Batman is fucking horrible.
yeah,
Horrible. The villains were top-notch, 100%. Puppies is just saying wrong. I could hear it. I could hear his voice in my ears right now. Just wrong.
Wrong.
Just wrong.
I can see wrong.
I could see his mustache quivering while he's trying to hold back the tears of sadness that are coming out of my mouth. Just wrong. Do I think Scared Pattinson could have competed with Joker? Well, you also have to look at the fact that Robert Pattinson's Batman is inexperienced and he's only 2 years into his career as a crime fighter. So,
Yeah.
do I think he could deal with the Heath Ledger version of
No.
Joker? Absolutely not. Not in this state
No.
and experience that he's not got yet. I mean, we saw in the Robert Pattinson Batman, he needed to use an adrenaline shot to save his life after a shotgun blast.
Yeah,
You know,
blast to the chest. Yeah.
a Batman that has been in the role of Batman for 10 years would have expected that blast and had armor that would have fucking taken the hit. You know, he would have gotten fucked up, but he wouldn't have needed an adrenaline shot. Who would I have had in Nolan's universe? Who would I have had? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, let's be real. The Nolan-verse Batman films were written around Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Those movies are set in a more realistic. They're a more realistic setting. Correct. They are. They are meant to be more realistic. That's why with the Joker, he's got clown makeup on. He fucking sliced a smile into his mouth.
I mean, Ledger was just. I mean,
He was so fucking good.
So good.
And then,
that's probably the best Joker.
oh, dude, hands down,
Like no.
hands
question.
down, the greatest Joker on the planet. Cameron Monaghan, though, in Gotham, was fucking wild as the Joker because he played all three versions of the Joker.
He did, because he portrayed a more recent version of the Joker, which was the
one that cut his fucking
52.
face off.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that one was fucking insane. Alicia, thank you for saving a civilian. So who would I have? Who would I have had Batman in Nolan's verse? That's a good question. That really is, because I come from it's easier to say he sucked, but if we can't reimagine another Batman in that universe, then why? Well, I'm saying that he sucked based off of the fighting. The choreograph was garbage. He was not built like Batman is supposed to be built. But again, this is a more realistic approach. But he should also be beefier and faster. You know, this Batman, it's weird, Doug, for as experienced as Christian Bale's Batman was supposed to be, he also seemed extremely inexperienced, which was fucking weird to me. Like there were
definitely in the first one, because you know the first one was when we saw him go train with, which we didn't know
with Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
Ghul. So coming back into Gotham as that, he was still very inexperienced as
right,
because Christian Bale still played a younger Batman, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until we saw him in the third film where he had that experience. So that's when we should have seen a lot more of the experience of a Batman.
Right.
But definitely for sure the first one, yeah, we
and the way that Bane just fucked his shit up. I mean, that was comic accurate. That was accurate to the comic books.
His back.
But it was not set in like a sewer. That was kind of weird. Like it was set in a sewer right underneath like where all of the Wayne Tech shit was that Lucius made. Mm-hmm. Hear me out, Jensen Ackles. Jensen Ackles would be fucking lit as Batman, bro. Have you ever seen his cosplay as Batman? Nope. It's fucking insane. Like it is disgustingly accurate.
I think he would be a better Red Hood than
100%. A billion percent. Jensen Ackles would be better as Red Hood.
Because of his
like an older Red Hood.
Yeah, but I just think he'd be a better Red Hood version.
Curran Walters was okay as Red Hood, but he was like a whiny little bitch in Titans. That's who could have done the Nolan verse. I could see that. I could see Jensen Ackles in the Nolan verse.
I don't know, because knowing how Nolan films and the way his characters are, I mean, I want someone more gritty in it.
Right.
And I don't know who that would be.
I mean, you could put Alan Ritchson in there. Alan Ritchson? You know who that is?
Alan Ritchson. That name sounds familiar.
Have you ever watched Titans?
Yeah.
The dude that plays Hawk.
Bits and pieces. Okay.
The dude that plays Hawk. That dude is a fucking brick. He's huge.
You know my vote?
Who?
Puppies.
Puppies? You could see Puppies as Batman?
Yeah.
Puppies as Bruce Wayne. There you go, Pups. There, you're the choice. You could have done it. You could have done it.
I truthfully don't know.
Although I don't know, dude. I saw Puppies get intimidated by like a 12-year-old girl in The Runaways. So I don't know. Although, to be fair, the teenage girl that scared him into a wall did have superpowers and lifted a vehicle. So I mean, there is a chance that he could still be Batman. Shia LaBeouf could have played Batman in the Nolan verse. You're fucking high. You are fucking high, bro.
Anson Mount.
Anson Mount.
Anson Mount as
who's that?
Black Bolt. He's the guy that played
Black Bolt. Blackagon Boltagon?
Blackagon.
Dude, that's such a weird fucking name.
And that's why he goes by Black Bolt.
Blackagon Boltagon. He sounds like a fucked up shape.
I could see Anson Mount not because of his Black Bolt history, because let's face it, it wasn't very good.
No, it was not.
but because of his Hell on Wheels character,
I could have seen John Hamm as well. John Hamm as Bruce Wayne Batman.
you know, I like John Hamm. I don't like him as a Bruce Wayne Batman.
No, I feel like
No.
he would be a good Bruce Wayne, but I don't know about Batman.
Bruce, yes, and I
Good
think
Bruce
that's why
Wayne.
I'm picturing Anson as both, just because. Yeah, I could see Anson doing it.
See, there's one big issue when it comes to Batman actors.
You get one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. 9 times out of 10, you're getting one or the other. Like, let's run it down. So, I would say there were two actors that were really good as both. And that was Michael Keaton and Robert Pattinson. Okay, George Clooney was a very good Bruce Wayne. His Batman.
We've seen a lot of good Bruce Waynes.
Right, exactly. But we
throughout the
haven't
years.
seen enough good Batman. You know, Christian
Well-
Bale was a fantastic Bruce Wayne.
And I think that, from the older ones, like the 90s ones, they were limited because of the cinematics and the suits.
Right.
The suit, it was hard to portray that character because the suit
Right.
had to move and they couldn't.
100%.
So-
And they couldn't
it all
move
comes
their
down to the
heads.
writing as well.
They couldn't
Yeah,
move their
the
heads
Batman
until the
cowl.
second Christian Bale film.
Yeah.
They
Uh,
couldn't, literally every other Batman movie, they had to go like this. Like they had to move their whole fucking
whole
body
body.
just to move their head.
It's the scene where like I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it's oh, I can't remember which movie, but like he goes to shoot his batarang, and he's like, he turns his whole body to, and then he's. Oh, I love it. I love it. Gross.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just about everyone,
I think
dude.
it's Clooney. I know. I think the one I'm specifically thinking of is Clooney.
Well, there was that, and then there was one in Michael Keaton's Batman where he's just like
It's the whole body movement.
yo.
Hold on. I can't. I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead, dude. It's just like
Oh, fuck. For real. Like, that's what it is, dude. Oh my god. Christian Bale was like, we ain't doing this anymore.
yeah.
He's like, I need to move my head.
He said, if I can't turn my neck, I'm not playing this person.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many just underlying issues with me personally, and I know a lot of other people. A lot of people that are into like the comic books are not fans of Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah.
They like his Bruce Wayne, they don't like his Batman. You know, his
The what I keep going back to is the movies as a whole were excellent.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, the movies
the
as a whole
little
are
issues-
incredible.
The little issues I have as Christian Bale don't outweigh how good the movie was.
Right,
So,
exactly. Listen, I've seen a lot worse Batman films than the fucking as a whole than the representation of Christian Bale's Batman. Okay, I'm talking George Clooney Batman, I'm talking Val Kilmer Batman. Those movies are fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
But
But
they're from the
what we grew up with.
90s.
that's what we grew up with. That's what we
Like,
had.
yeah, those are the 90s Batman movies, and they're bad as a whole, not just bad because of Batman. You know, like I said, the Nolan-verse Batman films, fucking dynamite.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 movies. Just not because of Christian Bale's portrayal of Batman. That's it. Other than that, those movies are great. We've talked so much about Batman, it's insane, bro.
I know. Literally, we've done nothing but talk about Batman for.
I
an hour.
just, I had to
Mainly
come
because
in.
There's no DC news.
Yeah, there's really not.
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah,
On that note, we've got a lot of Marvel news.
we do have so much Marvel news, bro. We got so much Marvel news. So that's all the news that we got for DC. You know, James Gunn. James
News for
Gunn.
DC is there is no news.
Yeah, James Gunn,
It's
Thanos
rebooted.
snapping it out of existence
Yep. Yep.
to start fresh. That is the news. But we just talked about Batman and everything else for an hour, which I'm totally cool with.
That's the point.
If we were to do Barbara Gordon and what it should be to introduce her, it should be like how she was in Arkham Origins, played by Sadie Sink as Barbara Gordon and develop into Batgirl. Right, but does Sadie Sink look anything like Barbara Gordon? You can't just tell me based off of how she is in a video game.
Who?
Dr. Derpy. Again, username. Not being
Wow.
mean.
All right. What do we got here? What we got?
So
All
yeah.
right. So Marvel news. We're behind.
So much Marvel
Um,
news, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
So first things first, we've got some Daredevil news. Deborah Ann Wolf and Eldon Henson will return as Karen Page and Foggy Nelson. I'm fucking pumped. I love them.
Yeah, dude, they
again.
were great. Karen was kind of annoying, but she's a
Yeah.
love interest, so gotta have her.
Foggy. Eldon is Foggy. I think it was fun.
Oh, dude, he's
fantastic.
perfect.
Yeah. So,
Filming of Agatha Coven of Chaos has begun. Let's go. I'm very excited now to watch this show only because of Aubrey Plaza. I am in love with Aubrey Plaza, bro.
I got you.
Movies and
we-
series.
Yeah, we have some upcoming dates. What If Season 2, early 2023.
Oh
Ant-Man
shit,
and
yeah, they
Wasp.
do.
Yeah. Ant-Man and Wasp, February of 23. Secret Invasion, spring of 23. Guardians, number 3, May 5th.
Can't fucking
2023.
wait.
Yep. They always have one. There's always a Marvel release near my birthday. So I'm excited about that.
Echo Summer. I'm excited for that too.
Yep. The Marvels, July 2023. So we're gonna see Brie. We're gonna see Captain Marvel. We're gonna see Photon. We're gonna see what's her face?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna watch it because there is another Marvel update further up this list that you're gonna watch it, and I know this for fact.
All right.
Loki season
Loki,
2.
I'm excited about that. I thoroughly enjoyed the first one.
I
so
still gotta
I
finish the
actually-
first one.
I actually just started watching it again.
I'm a fucking bum. I gotta finish the first one. I might just rewatch the whole thing.
A reboot of the X-Men 1997
So excited.
animated series, fall of 2023. Ironheart. Wow. Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Fall 2023, and then Agatha Winter.
Winter.
Of 2023. So
Oh.
they've got a year.
And the fun thing about X-Men 97, I don't know if you've heard, is that they're going to actually be including new characters, like characters that were not in the original show, and
okay.
new scenes and shit that were not in the original show. Fun
Cool.
little fact.
Cool.
The filming
Ooh.
of Born Again, Daredevil, will begin the first week of February in New York. Let's go. I can't wait for
Nice.
Daredevil Born Again.
I didn't know this, but I'm very excited. Doctor Doom will appear in Thunderbolts.
Yeah, Oh.
I also saw something
real
on the
quick.
Thunderbolts info. Go ahead.
We also have to make it known that the Marvel updates, they're not 1000% confirmed.
But they're pretty fucking close.
But this whoever is in charge of this page has been accurate like 98% of the time.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So other Thunderbolts news, I don't know if it's probably in here. But since it's here, so Doom will appear in Thunderbolts. Also, the Thunderbolts are going to bring into count the giant fucking person thing celestial that's in the earth. from the Eternals.
Oh,
They're
really?
actually, yeah, they're going to that to extract metal,
Oh, okay. Shit.
and
Word.
then that is actually going to become it's an island that all of the X-Men live on.
Oh,
So
let's go.
it's also
Real
that's
quick.
been confirmed.
Also about Daredevil Born Again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily pissed off that it isn't going to be TVMA because we've seen in the comic books. Now, I'm annoyed that it won't be TVMA, but I'm not pissed off that it won't be TVMA because in the comic books, we have seen the lighter sides of Daredevil. We've seen him being a jokester. We've seen him being a womanizer. We've seen all that good stuff. So if the writing is solid and the story is good and the violence
no
is
problem.
abundant, there is no reason why they need to 100% make it TVMA.
No.
Just saying. Secret Invasion will come out on Disney Plus at the same time with the 3rd season of The Mandalorian. All right. After Ant-Man Quantumania, Paul Rudd will play Ant-Man again in future Avengers films. So this confirms...
Yeah, go ahead.
It confirms that he's not going to die in this because there was a lot of
Right.
rumors going around that he was going to get
Right.
killed.
Yep. So, unless, well, no, because the new Avengers films are after the fact. So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Everett Ross will appear in Thunderbolts. He was the agent. He's not
Deadpool.
super important. So.
Yeah, he's not super important. He's important enough because he was married to the Harkness lady,
Mm-hmm.
the mean lady.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 will be TVMA, but it's not a
I'm okay
TV
with it.
show, so it's going to be rated R. But that's been confirmed like every year for the last
Over
3
and over
years.
and over,
Like,
yeah.
which is a good thing. It's good that they're
Yeah.
fucking continuing to confirm that because if I ever hear that Deadpool 3 is going to be PG-13,
It's gonna be terrible.
I will never watch a Marvel movie again.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie. But I will not watch Marvel movies for a while.
Yeah. We have a list of Phase 5. So if you didn't know, Black Panther was the end of Phase 4.
Correct.
So we are starting Phase 5 this year. Quantumania is the start of Phase 5.
Yes.
February, like we said. Guardians, May. Loki, summer. Agatha, winter. Then 2024 comes around. So there's a minute.
Yeah.
Not a while.
Well, no, we still got all the shit underneath too. You got Invasion, Echo, Marvel's, Ironheart. They all come out 2023.
Oh, I see
They all
it.
come out
Okay.
this year
Why the fuck did they do that? Why'd they go? Okay, whatever.
because they're weird.
Yeah, that fucked me up. I figured it'd be in order.
And
Fuck me.
then we go to spring 2024 with Daredevil,
Yeah.
and then Captain America,
Yeah.
and then
which
Thunderbolts to round out Phase 5.
I'm excited for Captain America just because there's been a lot of information released. I'm sure we'll get into it as
I'm
we go.
so excited for Captain America, New World Order. And real quick, I feel like we make this comment every single time. For those of you jackass racist pieces of shit out there that are saying Captain America can't be black,
Yes, he can.
read a fucking
And
comic book.
Read a comic. Just been reading over and
Read a
over.
fucking comic book. And aside from just read a fucking comic book, don't be a piece
Quit
of shit.
Being a piece of shit. Yeah,
Like, who gives a fuck?
pretty easy.
If his name is not Steve Rogers, it's not race swapping.
Then we
Carrying
got
on.
an image. Yeah, we've got an image for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm very excited
Love
for
that.
that.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
From the trailer, just the little clip that we saw like 50 fucking Spider-Man. I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so
really
good.
excited.
And the video game Spider People are in there too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's gonna be
they
lit.
pulled characters from like across the entirety of Spider-Man. I'm excited.
I'm
for it.
very
'Cause the
excited.
first one was very good.
It was so good, dude. Next up, we've got a new image of Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks like Scott Lang and his daughter Cassie.
Yeah, it looks like they're in the quantum realm or something.
Yeah. I still love the fact that Paul Rudd is in the MCU, bro.
I think he and Keanu Reeves and a few others are immortal.
100%.
They
Paul
have not
Rudd's like
changed.
fucking 52 and he looks like he's 30.
Hell yeah, what that's bullshit. I'm 32 and I look like I'm 87. Like, what the fuck?
It's all that fucking baby blood.
Yeah. Wakanda Forever will be on Disney Plus in January.
For those of you that have not seen it yet, now will be your chance.
That'll be me.
Red Guardian will have a shield in Thunderbolts. Fuck
Did
yeah.
he in the comics?
Yeah.
That's what I thought so.
Yeah, he had one in the comics. This next one gets me really fucking excited.
So
Jean Grey.
Yeah, this is what is gonna tie a lot of mutants to MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I think with Deadpool, because besides the fact that we saw a few mutants, because they are now mutants, they're not special people.
Yeah.
They're not what the fuck ever. They are actually calling them mutants. We saw a few in Doctor Strange, but I'm fucking excited to start seeing some X-Men in MCU.
We are getting Jean Grey appearing in Deadpool 3.
Yep.
Fuck yes, dude.
Now, who is it? That's what I want.
It's another very good question.
We've got another image of Quantumania. It looks like it's actually the same fucking scene.
Scott
Or
and
shortly.
Cassie.
Yeah.
Val will appear in many projects of Phase 5. I mean, that makes sense if she's going to be... she's
Hydra.
Madam Hydra, but that makes a lot of sense if she's going to be appearing in Thunderbolts because she's the one that basically just hired U.S. Agent to be her evil Captain America. So this makes a lot of sense if she's going to be appearing in multiple projects.
The new team of the Avengers will be formed. Captain America, obviously Sam Wilson, Black Panther, Shuri, which, if you didn't know, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, and Shang-Chi.
I'm excited for this, although I feel
There's
like we're
one specific character that I feel like doesn't need to be there.
Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel.
Two specific characters that.
Nah.
She-Hulk,
I know you're
know.
looking at She-Hulk and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I would say that I would get rid of Captain Marvel and I would put Moon Knight in there. I know that Moon Knight's not really an Avenger. He was with the Avengers for a very short time in the comic books.
Right.
Because he worked to help them, but we need to see more Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight stat.
Yeah. And I think we will. We're gonna have a
We
second
will.
season.
We definitely will.
But yeah. I don't. Again, this is not confirmed. We don't know if this is.
Right.
We're gonna have an Avengers event with these same characters.
I will say that I am very excited for a second Shang-Chi film to be coming out because I love
Same.
the first one. I
It was a
liked the
very
first
good
one
film.
more than I liked Black Panther 1.
I think. I don't know. I enjoyed them both. I did.
I mean, I enjoyed both of them. I just thought Black Panther was a little slow.
Yeah.
It was
I
a
see
very
that.
slow burn.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer will appear in Fantastic Four.
Yep. So that's phase 6.
Yeah.
End of phase 6.
Yeah, it's like
So
phase
that's
6.
That's like 2025, 26, somewhere.
Yeah,
around there.
25 and 26. So we got a little ways
Yeah.
to go with those two, with that character being introduced, but that's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Dane Whitman will become Black Knight in Blade.
Yep.
He's played by Kit Harington. He's a member of the Eternals, or he was in the Eternals at least. I don't know if he's a member of them.
No, he was dating one of the Eternals. Didn't know she
Oh,
was an
okay.
Eternal.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Second trailer for Secret Invasion will be out in January, so this month. Cool. Go for it.
Patriot will appear in the new Captain America New World Order, which
Sweet.
Patriot is kind of like Bucky, I mean, that was his. It's like his right hand man type thing.
Well, I thought Sam was getting his own Falcon.
He is, but like so Cap and Bucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like Cap and Falcon, but Patriots along that same line. Yeah, but we are
Gotcha.
we are supposed to be getting a new Falcon, which is the Latino guy
Yes.
from the Falcon and Winter Soldier series.
Correct.
He is Falcon.
New images of Loki season 2. You guys can't see these images on your end, but we can, because we're awesome.
Yeah, it looks like Sylvie's listening to some music, and then Loki, Morbius are
Yeah, they're in suits,
wedding
tuxedos.
attire. Tuxedos. Yeah. Sean said Shang-Chi was part of my everything was better in Chicago experience. Leather reclining love seats. Yeah, Shang-Chi was good.
It was, man. It was
loved
really fucking good. Here's one that kind of surprised me. Sam Rockwell will return as Justin Hammer in Armor Wars.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I
'cause
could have
he's always got
swore
his
that
hand
man
in it.
died.
No, he just got arrested.
Oh, okay.
He got arrested like when Ivan took over the Hammer bots.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was,
yeah.
Like, remember, he was trying to shut him down in the background, and Pepper
Yeah.
brought the cops to him, and they just arrested him there on the spot.
Gotcha.
Sean said they've introduced almost all of the Young Avengers. They have.
Yeah,
very
pretty
true.
much.
Yeah. So that's kind of what we're getting is the Young Avengers version now.
Yeah. Iron Fist will appear in Daredevil Born Again.
And it's gonna be Danny Rand. I mean, not Danny Rand, obviously.
Finn Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that because the Iron Fist show was fucking terrible.
So Danny Rand or Finn Jones. Why do I keep saying it?
Because Danny Rand is the
Finn-
name of the character.
I know. Finn Jones actually made a statement like this week I saw, and I quote, "I want to prove all those fuckers wrong," and because he wants to replay the character, and I'm like, you had your shot.
Well, I mean, the whole reason why it was such a bad show is because the first season was such a slow fucking burn.
Yeah.
You know, like it was so slow, and we didn't get to any real action until the final 2 episodes. And then
Right.
in the second season, he's got the like Phoenix bird or whatever the fuck it is on his chest, the dragon, but he doesn't have the classic fucking Iron Fist costume. And I mean, let's be real, he looks like he just got off of a long journey in a surfing expedition and his hand turned yellow. Like,
Yeah. I maybe with some I don't know who produced, wrote, blah blah blah, the Iron Fist series, but that was also very early in
Yeah.
the Marvel TV series. So maybe if he comes back, maybe if we see a little bit better writing or something.
I just
I
thought
don't
it was
know.
crazy because Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Punisher, and Daredevil were
They
so
were all
well
good.
written, and Iron Fist was just like left in the dirt like a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah. Well, that was them trying to bring in, oh fuck, what's the team
The
called?
Defenders.
Defenders. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's what it was. I don't necessarily, think Finn is a great casting. But we'll see.
If he gets rid of that fucking beard and maybe gets the long straight blonde hair, he'd be a better fit.
Yeah.
We'll see. This one I'm excited for. Null, the god of the symbiotes, will be introduced in Venom 3.
Yep.
I didn't even know there was a third Venom coming out. I thought after the
I-
second one flopped, they were done.
No, I think they said something about it a while back, but there's nothing been truly confirmed about it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Now this one, my girl, Aubrey Plaza, will play Morgan Le Fay in Agatha Coven of Chaos.
I like it.
I love
I dig
Aubrey Plaza so much. Val will appear in Ironheart.
which, like they said, she's going to appear in quite a few projects. So,
Sharon Carter will appear in Armor Wars. We got a lot of appearances being rumored here.
I mean, yeah, you would think, because these are all integral characters. We should be seeing them through all these series, all these movies. Because they intertwine together. So
yeah, I would hope. We got Nick Fury and Rhodey appearing in Captain America: New World Order.
yeah.
What else we got here?
Reed and Sue will get married in the new Fantastic Four.
Sweet.
Elsa Bloodstone, so she was from
Werewolf by Night.
yep, she will appear in Blade.
Fuck yeah, that's a great appearance, actually.
The Tracksuit Mafia will appear in Echo. I love it. I fucking love it.
Evan Peters will return as Quicksilver in Deadpool 3. So again, that's the introduction of more well-known mutants that we're seeing.
So
Here,
this specific, like the fact that they're bringing in like these certain characters tells you what kind of timeline I think we're going to be dealing with in Deadpool.
right.
So we'll see.
I'm excited. Nova will be introduced in the Marvels. That's what I was telling you. That's what I was alluding to earlier when
Okay.
when I
We
was
should have had
stating.
him in the first fucking Guardians. But
Yeah,
that's
for
what it
real.
is.
You introduced the whole of Nova Corps with
Fucking-
John C. Riley, but you didn't introduce fucking Nova.
You brought us the whole Nova Corps, all of it.
I mean, it's the same thing with fucking Adam Warlock being brought
I
into
think
Guardians
that's
3. It makes
late.
no fucking sense, and it's stupid.
Zendaya will return as MJ in Spider-Man 4. which
Yes.
kind of the point.
Yeah, she's fucking Mary Jane, bro. Now here's one that kind of contradicts the whole not being a mature rating thing. In
Yeah,
Daredevil,
so-
he's going to be as violent as he was in the Netflix series and be in 6 episodes.
Pretty fucking violent.
So if he's as violent as he was in the Daredevil series on Netflix and in his own TV show, how the fuck are they going to get away with making it not TVMA? Like, how
Right.
is it not going to be R-rated? Because he literally killed multiple people in a fucking prison cell block and
Yep.
stabbed one in the neck. And there was a lot of fucking blood.
Yeah.
So,
I love him as Punisher.
oh, he's
Like,
such a
like,
great casting as the Punisher, dude.
Yeah. Like John Bernthal, like, don't stop.
Yes, please. Don't ever stop as the Punisher. We got a new spot of Ant-Man and the Wasp. It looks it's I think I watched this. It's a lot
It's
of the same
as the
trailer,
Yeah.
plus like a little bit of interaction between Kang and Scott.
Yeah.
Annihilus will be the villain of Fantastic Four.
Annihilus.
Annihilus is a badass.
Trying to think of him. I can't remember him. All right.
Ugh.
Trailer for the Marvels will come out in February.
Okay.
Don Lee will return as Gilgamesh in Eternals 2, which I feel like you need all of the same actors to play the same Eternals characters.
I never saw the first one. I didn't care to.
You didn't miss anything.
Coven of Chaos will explore Agatha's past. Agatha will be freed from Wanda's spell by Morgan Le Fay, played by Aubrey Plaza. Mephisto will be the main villain of the series and will appear in 4 out of the 6 episodes. I believe there's 6 episodes.
Yep. Sean said, in quotations, John Bernthal has gotten permission to leave the nursing home to film Punisher 13. Fact, and he better.
Born Again will begin filming on February 6th, 2023, and I believe we saw like last month that filming for Daredevil Born Again is going to be going on for fucking 11 months.
Yeah. For a TV series? That's fucking...
Yeah, that's crazy.
long.
And it's going to be the first Marvel show to be 18 episodes. In Thunderbolts, Molina will be the chief of operations of the team, and Val will be the director of damage control.
Yeah, if Melina was the is the mother from
Yeah, Black
what's it
Widow.
called? Black Widow. Yep. Nina Price and Dracula will be the villains in Blade.
As they fucking should be. I mean, I'm gonna
that's
tell
kind
you
of the
right
point.
now, if Nina Price is looking like a snack like she is right now in Blade, it's gonna be the first green lady that I'm not sexually attracted to.
Jesus. Wakanda will be featured in Captain America: New World Order.
Sweet. Let's go.
Which, all right.
Viv, the daughter of Vision, will be introduced in Vision Quest.
Yeah, that's another. It's another series about Vision and Wanda.
Yay, because we need even fucking more of that. Faiza Hussein and Hannibal King will appear in Blade. They will help Blade to defeat Dracula. For those of you that don't know who Hannibal King is, he's a fucking badass.
He was portrayed by Ryan Reynolds in Blade 3.
Yes, he was. All right.
Echo, Maya will have skills similar to those of Taskmaster.
Okay.
All right. Don't know where that came from.
Marvel Studios are developing 2 more Halloween specials. Interested to see what those are going to be.
I'd like to see. So didn't they announce a Swamp Thing series and then it just never came
Yeah,
to
they do.
fruition?
They were talking about something involving Swamp Thing, and I believe they also said something about Werewolf being in a couple projects. I know they said Swamp Thing was going to be in a few. Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
just one of those off the wall characters that you don't.
Oh,
you don't hear anything
100%.
about. So I'd love to see that.
I'm glad that we're going to get to see Elsa in Blade. That's like a perfectly placed cameo. Like I've noticed that some of the cameos and some of the characters being placed in these Marvel movies do not belong in these fucking Marvel movies. You know, but like
they don't go there.
exactly.
One of these things is not like the other.
But Elsa being thrown into that's actually a pretty spot on fucking cameo.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep. Deadpool 3 will be much more violent than the first two.
Fuck
If you
yeah.
haven't seen the first two, they're pretty fucking violent, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that gets me excited, which again also brings me to the fact if they're willing to go much more violent with Deadpool, why are they like not making Daredevil TVMA if they're willing to reach new heights of violence for
I wonder if maybe they will give certain. I was gonna say it'd be dumb to if they gave certain episodes of TVMA versus the entire series.
it could
because
be.
If certain episodes aren't, super crazy violent, maybe. But I
Right.
don't know.
Like we don't need to see Daredevil beating the ever loving shit out of somebody to the point of their like face being caved in, but
Yeah.
if y'all remember the Daredevil show on Netflix, the Kingpin literally crushed a man's skull with a fucking SUV door.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the idea of like some episodes being tagged as TVMA.
Yeah. I mean, I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
So we've got Natalie Portman will return as Jane Foster, aka Mighty Thor.
Or Lady Thor, or Sexy
Yeah.
Lady Thor, or yeah,
Buff Lady Thor.
buff sexy Lady Thor. All the sexies, not enough ladies.
See,
How
this is-
though?
Yeah.
Didn't she die?
She's in Valhalla, like the end of the Thor
Oh
movie.
yeah.
If you haven't watched the spoiler alert, we've already gone there.
Yeah.
If you end of the Thor movie, she goes to Valhalla and meets Heimdall. So they'll probably try to do something with that. Like,
Right.
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Most likely. Kingpin will become the mayor of New York City in Daredevil Born Again. Word.
This is where I was going to say. So this is that intertwining of characters in all of these series that they're coming out with. So Mephisto will appear in 2 episodes of Ironheart, and as you know, Mephisto will be the main villain in
Agatha.
Agatha. So this is that intertwining of characters and all the
It only took
projects.
more than a decade to start doing this.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we've been waiting on, so don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Stiltman and Mr. Fear will appear in Daredevil Born
Fucking
Again.
Stilt, man.
Dude, Mr. Fear looks badass.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. We're getting villains that we've never seen before. This is what we want, man. We want to see villains we want to see new villains, no matter how stupid they sound in Stiltman or like how badass they look in Mr. Fear. We want to start seeing new villains.
Yep. MODOK will be shown in the second trailer, which I'm pretty sure we already saw MODOK, unless if I just keep seeing scenes.
Maybe. I mean, we keep seeing pictures of MODOK. I don't like the fact that that MODOK's a fucking robot.
Yeah. I mean, that's not what he was. So.
Yeah.
But again, you got to think. We're talking when it comes down to Kang, Loki, the Ant-Man and Wasp stuff. It's all variants, right? So all these variants are from different universes. Blah blah blah. I'm wondering if that's how they're gonna spin this. This is a variant of MODOK? Maybe, kinda, sorta. I don't know.
Right. Black Panther Wakanda Forever will be out on Disney Plus this month, January 20th.
Yeah. Kimberly Vesco, Hilda Von Haidt, and Mambo Layla will appear in Agatha Coven of Chaos and will be part of Morgan Le Fay's coven. So it's just a bunch of more witches.
Hilda Von Haidt looks badass. I'm assuming she's the one in the middle.
I would imagine, going off of the names, yeah.
Spider-Man and Wanda will appear in Avengers Kang Dynasty. That doesn't surprise me. They're fucking Avengers.
I mean, that's kind of, we knew Wanda wasn't dead. So, we'll see.
Right. And then the last update would be Ant-Man and the Wasp in theaters February 17th, 2023. So next month, Paul Rudd will have the honor of kicking off Phase 5 in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I'm actually, we talked about this before when everything was originally, announced. Yo, Kosher, what's going on, brother? Well, you're catching it live right now, bro. He said I'd never catch these live, but we're live right now.
We are live.
We're live as fuck, dog.
We live.
But yeah, I am genuinely happy for the fact that Ant-Man, of all Marvel characters, is going to be kicking off Phase 5. That's got to be a real honor for Paul Rudd too. I mean, I could guarantee you
this film's going to be fucking epic.
Oh, it's going to be so good, dude. I can't fucking wait. Either of you watch or like the National Treasure movies or current show on D+? Yeah, I like the
movies were good.
Yeah, the Nick Cage movies.
The series yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched the series. I didn't. Truth be told, I didn't even know there was a series until I saw an ad for it today. Didn't even know there was a series for it. But the movies were good. I like the movies. Oh, dude, the new Ant-Man's gonna be so fucking good, Kosher.
I know. I'm watching the trailer just with the sound off, and it just everything about it. Basically, it looks like they're gonna be in the quantum realm most of the time.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the quantum realm for a lot of it. I know that Cassie's gonna have her own ant person suit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude. You've been watching the show?
Jonathan Majors as Kang looks fucking
dude,
badass.
I'm so stoked, man. I am so fucking ready. Riley Poole just made a cameo in the latest episode. Who is Riley Poole?
Riley was Nick's right hand in the movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen the
He was
National
the-
Treasure movies and since
Yeah,
they came out.
he was the tech guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to see.
Got a lot
man.
of good stuff coming out of Marvel, man. A lot of good
yeah.
stuff. It's
As we should.
it's kind of a shame that James Gunn obviously you know he wasn't able to become the CEO of DC fucking 10 15 years ago, but dude, I just feel like the DC universe, the DC entertainment universe is so far behind. They are so fucking far behind that it's like it's going to be very difficult to catch up. You know, like this journey with DC or with Marvel started in
no catch up.
No.
And I hope they don't look at it that way. I don't want them to look at it as catch up.
Yeah, I don't want them to catch up like that.
To take their time, do it right, and don't fuck it up.
Well, that's what he's trying to do, Kosher. He's doing a complete reboot of the DC Entertainment Universe.
Yeah.
Like, he is literally scrapped every single project that is not completed. So we're still getting the Flash movie with that piece of shit. We're still getting the Blue Beetle film. We're still getting the new Ant-Man or Aquaman film. We're still getting wasn't there another one? Bottom line is we're still getting all those, but
we're getting like 3 or 4 products that are in
production. 3 or 4 that are already done and they're being edited and prepared to be released. However, James Gunn has wiped out everything and he's not bringing Henry Cavill back, which kind of sucks, but like because the way they handled it sucked. But James Gunn wants to go with younger renditions of the characters. He is taking heavy inspiration from the animated films or I'm sorry, from the animated TV shows of the 90s and early 2000s. So the Blue Beetle's coming soon. Yeah, Blue Beetle's coming soon. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the Blue Beetle movie. I am. I do like Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle, so to see him in live action, that'll be fucking awesome. But it's what I was gonna say about James Gunn. It's unfortunate that now it's 2023. I don't want him to catch up with Marvel. But it's crazy to me that we have had nothing but hits 90% of the time. There's some really shitty Marvel movies out there. But most of the MCU films, TV shows, specials, they've all been absolutely dynamite since they started coming out in 2008. Even before then with the Blade trilogy, amazing. So the fact that Marvel got it right and hit the nail on the head all the way back in 2008, and it took DC until 2023, late 2022 on to try to make it right. It took them 14 years to try to make things right by bringing in somebody that has contributed to the MCU and to DC Entertainment. Like, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah.
How long it took. But yeah. That's it for the DC and Marvel news. There's really no news from DC because there's nothing. Yeah, everything was scrapped. So anything that we talk about from DC doesn't fucking matter.
Right. Oh well.
Yeah. Oh well, indeed.
So I was just a major side note, like I was just scrolling through Twitch, looking at like what's popular, right? Come across this streamer. This specific streamer is playing I believe it's the new Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet.
Okay.
I don't know because I don't keep up with them. Let me go back. Scarlet Pokemon has a current viewer count of 44.5 thousand.
God damn.
31.5 are on
Hold
one
on,
streamer.
friend. I'm trying to decipher your name before I fucking read it out loud because it's all put together. Short-tempered biscuit. Got it. That's a fucking awesome name, bro.
I like it.
And Kosher, what did Kosher said? Well, if you look at it this way, we have had a great decade with Marvel, and hopefully when Marvel's over, DC will have just as good a... You think Marvel's gonna be done? Bro, Marvel's got plans until 2050, dog.
Basically, yeah.
They're just getting fucking started, bro. You think the first 14 years was like the good stuff? No, man. The first 14 years was preparing us for the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying about Twitch?
Oh, so that specific Pokemon had like 44,000 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
There was one specific streamer who had 31,000 viewers.
God
Watching
damn.
them. How?
Oh yeah, through phase 6, absolutely, Coach. Who knows what's after that? Nobody. But this... So, okay. I'm going to make a very educated guess. And I'm going to say that this educated guess is more than a probability. I'm going to say that there's an 85 to 90% fact of what the next phase is going to be once the multiverse saga ends. Yeah. What it's going to be called? No fucking idea. But I'm going to say that phase 7 through 9 because we go, so we're going to be in phase 4, 5 and 6 or 5 and 6 now. That is going to be the multiverse saga. I'm going to say with almost 100% certainty that phase 7 and at least phase 8 is going to be the mutant saga. I don't know what it's going to be called, but that is going to be the true blue mutant saga. So we're going to see X-Men storylines. We're going to see, major X-Men events. Maybe the X-Men versus the Avengers war. Maybe the X-Men and the Avengers teaming up against the Sentinels or a massive threat. That is Galactus. We still need Galactus.
We may get that. So if we're seeing Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, we may see Galactus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But so, like we read in all of the Marvel news, Doug, we're getting Quicksilver's going to be back. Evan Peters Quicksilver, not Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yep.
So Quicksilver's going to be back. Jean Grey's being introduced in Deadpool 3.
Yep.
Logan, Wolverine, James Howlett, whatever you want to call him, is going to be in Deadpool 3. So we are seeing the full-blown introduction of mutants now. Major mutants. Big player mutants. So I wouldn't put it past Marvel to have a full-blown mutant saga, because that's basically what he's laying. What Kevin Feige confirmed before was that after the multiverse saga, mutants are going to play a big part in the MCU. So I'm going to take a fucking stab at fate and say that we're getting a mutant saga after multiverse saga.
Be nice.
Can you guys explain the Easter egg at the end of Shang-Chi? Easter egg at the end of Shang-Chi. I have to look it up, because I cannot remember. There's so many fucking Easter eggs in all these movies, you can't even remember them.
It's not the one where they're sitting there talking and they go with Wong, where they're inspecting the rings. Is that what they're talking about?
It might be. Oh, where you have all the hologram. Yeah, where they're talking about the
Yeah.
rings and then they go with Wong.
Yeah.
Oh, the signal being sent from the bracelets. That's what Kosher
It's to
said.
Kang.
Yeah, that's Kang, and
It's
then
got to be with Kang.
it has to do with Kang, and then it's it's setting up the second Shang-Chi film
Yeah.
because there's another one that was confirmed.
Yep.
So yeah, that would be that. So, Kosher. We're gonna be moving on to the character educationals and character matchups. Kosher, what I want you to do, Doug, I think I'm Marvel this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kosher, what I want you to do is I want you to pick a page number. With that page number, Doug and I will go to that page and we will choose a character, or choose a character if there's multiple characters, or choose the character that is on that page. You are going to pick the page number 4, both the educational and the other one, the matchup.
Yeah.
So you pick the number, we will fucking go to that page. I believe, let me give you a accurate page descriptor here. Final page of characters for this page. For the Marvel page is 439. Oh no, that's the multiverse. 437. You want us to go to page 69? Is that like the actual page that you want us to go to, or is that just a joke? Either way, I'm cool.
69.
Either way, I do not give a fuck.
Wait, is this our informational character?
Yeah.
69 is informational. Okay.
So he said page 420 or 69. Do you even have 420 pages of characters in the DC book?
No.
Okay, so 420 will not work for him. Okay, so how about this? I do page 420, you do page 69.
For the informative one.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that.
Sweet.
All right, so page 69, we've got debut Wonder Woman Volume 2, number 7, 1987. Her name is Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva. She stands 5'9", 120 pounds, brown hair. Wow. Brown eyes, red hair. Her name, the Cheetah.
The Cheetah!
Powers and abilities, she channels the spirit of the cheetah, and it grants her superhuman strength and agility, razor sharp claws, as well as bloodlust.
Bloodlust.
Her allies are Circe and Etta Candy. Enemies include Wonder Woman, Amazonians, and Veronica Cale. Her affiliations include the Secret Society of Supervillains, Menagerie.
You know her, but others might not. Kosher.
Suicide Squad, Godwatch, and Legion of Doom. Barbara grew up in Oakstown Abbey. Okay. That's a place, apparently. The daughter of Lord Cavendish, a strict man who did not share Barbara's infatuation with Greek mythology. However, Barbara excelled at her studies and never lost her fascination with the ancient Greeks, despite her father burning her childhood toy sword and shield. By the age of 26, Barbara had 2 PhDs, spoke 8 different languages, and could speak another 7 nearly as well.
Damn.
She embarked on a quest to hunt down the Amazons, believing the ancient group of warrior women would be much more than merely a myth. When Diana escorted Steve Trevor to the United States, Minerva was brought in to meet her as a resident expert. She soon discovered Diana was a true Amazonian, and the two became close friends. Meanwhile, Minerva continued her archaeological pursuits.
Are you okay?
No. And began searching for the god. Wow, I had problems with archaeological. Now I'm gonna have
This motherfucker can't speak English tonight.
Urzkart Targa.
What?
Urzkart Targa.
What?
I swear that's how it's spelled.
Okay.
But when Minerva found herself transformed into the villainous Cheetah while in the temple in a remote rainforest, Wonder Woman was unable to rescue her over the years. The Cheetah became one of Wonder Woman's most notorious villains. Despite all their clashes, Diana still saw the good in Barbara Ann and eventually helped her to defeat the god, curing the Cheetah in the process. However, another of Wonder Woman's enemies, Veronica Cale, soon blackmailed Barbara Ann into reclaiming the Cheetah role. How do you blackmail someone into reclaiming a role?
Carefully, I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna kill your daddy that you didn't like
I
anyway.
will kill your family if you don't give me my name back, bitch.
She was injected with the god's DNA and transformed back into the supervillain. Her criminal career escalated as she joined forces with Lex Luthor's Legion of Doom. Given the fabled god killer sword by Luthor, the Cheetah killed the goddess Aphrodite and then set her sights on the goddess Hera in a mad quest to free Wonder Woman from any obligation to her godly patrons. Diana condemned the Cheetah's horrific actions and defeated her yet again. It's ensuring their rivalry would continue. Yeah.
Very
She
nice.
A bad bitch. She a bad bitch and she looked like a cheetah.
Gonna have to find that issue to know the answer to that question.
What's that?
Why somebody would blackmail someone for their role
Like
back.
how do you blackmail someone into retaking a role that you didn't want?
Yeah, right? Like, see, I knew the Cheetah character, but I didn't know her background like that.
Yeah.
So kosher. It was good information for me.
We learned something today.
Now, this character, everybody knows her. She is also the quote-unquote daughter of another character. What?
X-23.
Yeah. I say this in quotes because she's technically not Wolverine's daughter, but she's cloned from Wolverine's DNA, but she was raised by Dr. Sarah Kinney, so she's got the name of the Kinney. Her real name's Lara Kinney.
Mm-hmm.
Real name Lara Kinney, occupation adventurer, base San Francisco, height 5'6", 147 pounds, green eyes, black hair. First appearance NYX or Nyx. Number 3, February 2004. Powers are superhuman agility, reflexes, speed, and senses. She can also extend adamantium coated retractable bone claws from her hands and feet. Hence the Wolverine DNA. When she goes berserk, nothing can stop her. So we are going to read a little bit about her. Cloned from a damaged sample of Wolverine's DNA, which was missing the Y chromosome, X-23 was raised in the Weapon X program as the daughter of geneticist Dr. Sarah Kinney. As soon as she was old enough, she was sent on covert killing missions, sometimes influenced by a trigger scent that sent her into a berserker rage. When Dr. Kinney discovered Weapon X had dozens of clones of X-23, she ordered X-23 to destroy them all, but X-23 smelled her trigger scent during this operation and killed her mother too. As Sarah lay dying, she named X-23 Lara. The X-Men found Lara in the Mutant Town neighborhood of New York City, and Wolverine took her under his wing. Hence, I mean, aside from the damaged DNA samples, her being regarded as
His
Wolverine's daughter. Daughter by adoption and by cloning.
Yep.
She kept her powers after M-Day, and she became an X-Men trainee. After the X-Men moved to California, Cyclops made her part of the Black Ops X-Force team. She later joined the Avengers Academy and was one of the teenagers abducted to Arcade's latest murder world. Following Wolverine's apparent death, Lara briefly took on his name. That is X-23.
Yeah, buddy.
One of my favorite mutant characters. Aside from Nightcrawler. So, that was the educational. You guys learned a little bit about Cheetah. You learned a little about X-23. Now, Kosher, give us a new page number. It cannot
Somewhere
be
in the middle.
Yeah, it cannot be 69 or 420. You now have to come up with a new number.
And this will be our mashup of
Our character matchup on a DC character versus a Marvel character. You will be able to chime in and say who you believe would win in the fight. Again, it's an educational plus a matchup. So we read the information of both characters, and then we break down why we believe that character would win in a fight. About mutants, I did hear something about future plans in the MCU. People are going... Yeah, we were actually just talking about that, bro. We were actually just talking about that. People going to the Celestial Island that was at the end of Eternals, and it'll turn out to be the Mutant Island. Yep, that's exactly what we were just talking about. So Kosher said, page 135.
135. Oh. Hold on. My pages are stuck. There we go.
Okay, so 135 and 134 is a story arc for me. So Kosher, I'm gonna ask you. You can go one page down, or one page down or 2 pages forward, where I could choose from a list of characters, but I'm gonna let you choose. You can go under or over. Tell me under or over. Dun, 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 dun. Over? All right. So,
What page does that go to for you?
for me, it's 138. You could stay on 135. I just didn't have a choice.
Right.
Ooh, this guy's badass. All right, I will read mine off first. You read off yours after, okay?
I gotcha.
All right, this character's name is Ross G. Everbest. His occupation, he's a killer. Base,
Okay.
mobile. He's 6 feet tall, weighs 185 pounds, blue eyes, blonde hair. So he's a little bit shorter than me, but he's me. First appearance, Man-Thing number 3, March 1974. His name, Fool Killer.
Fool killer.
Yes. His powers, psychopathic energy gave him greater strength and endurance than an average man of his weight. Possessed a ray gun he termed his purification gun, capable of disintegrating his victims. Paralyzed from the waist down, Ross Everbest's childhood was never going to be easy. Then his parents were killed in the Korean War. However, when traveling revivalist preacher Reverend Mike Pike, you can't make this shit up, bro. Reverend Mike Pike
All right.
used faith healing to restore his legs. Everbest's life changed. Joining Pike on the road, Everbest became increasingly angry with the immoral fools he encountered every day. Vowing to rid the world of sinners and dissidents, he became Fool Killer, his murder spree beginning when he discovered Pike indulging in a drunken orgy.
Okay. What the fuck?
Everbest's psychotic reign of death ended when he was killed by the Man-Thing. His examples His example inspired two more fool killers, Greg Salinger, who was eventually locked up in a mental institution, and Kurt Gerhardt, who was killed by Deadpool. My dude.
Yeah, he's a Deadpool character.
Salinger returned as the Fool Killer to join Deadpool's Heroes for Hire. Oh. Fool Killer had a calling card warning victims that they had 24 hours to live and telling them to use the time wisely. Damn.
Yeah, I've got the card pulled up here. It says you have 24 hours to live. Use them to repent or be forever damned in the pits of hell, where goeth all fools. Today is the last day of the rest of your life. Use it wisely or die a fool.
Damn. That's brutal.
That's on the cover of one of the comics.
That's brutal as fuck. All right, your turn, sir.
Tears of torment. All right. Debut, The Brave and the Bold. I truly thought that was like a soap opera, but apparently it was a comic too. The Brave and the Bold, Volume 1, number 200. Their names: Gabrielle Doe, Violet Harper, Marissa Barron. Base is Gotham City. 5'7", 120 pounds, blue eyes, blonde hair. Powers and abilities: Resurrection.
What?
Spectrum of light-based effects generated as bodily auras or halos. Red is heat, orange concussive force, yellow is blinding light, green stasis effect, blue holographic distortion, indigo is a tractor beam. Used in combination, the light effects afford physical protection and flight. Using the violet power suppresses Halo's personality, allowing the deceased Violet Harper to take control of the body. Allies include Batman, Katana, Sebastian Faust, and Alfred. Enemies are Violet Harper, Marissa Barron. Wait, those are the names of the person. Wow. And Masters of Disaster.
So wait,
Her
what?
name,
Oh, okay, you're about to tell me.
yeah, her name is Halo.
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 Okay.
Halo was born when teenage psychopath Violet Harper was murdered by the costumed assassin Synode. All right. The crime
Already
was
brutal.
Yeah, the crime was observed by an invisible ancient light entity, one of the Oracles. There we go.
Oracles.
Oracles, yeah, which accidentally became trapped in the corpse, reanimating it while also bestowing the range of abilities. Violet's personality was suppressed, leaving an innocent amnesiac who took the name of Gabrielle Doe. Her light-based superpowers brought her to the attention of Batman, who recruited and trained her as part of his undercover team, the Outsiders. After many adventures, the still largely naive and innocent Gabby was murdered on the orders of the criminal mastermind Marissa Barron, who also died in the attack. The Oracles? Yeah. Oracles? Yeah. The Oracle then transferred itself to Barron's body, which promptly resurrected with Gabby's personality and powers. Reassuming her career on the fringes of the superhero community, Halo withdrew from the spotlight. During a mission for Red Robin, and Batman Incorporated, she
Red
was lost
Robin.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, I know.
A mission for Red Robin.
Red Roblin.
And Batman Incorporated, she was lost and declared dead. She now operates completely off the grid as part of the Dead Heroes Club.
What the fuck?
taking on covert missions for Batman.
Yo, what's going on, Hudson? How you doing, brother?
And then there's a little advert. It says, Beacon of Hope. Halo's immense powers were balanced by a childlike nature and desire to please. However, she developed a hard-won maturity during Blackest Night. She was especially effective against Black Lanterns, mercilessly eradicating Katana's resurrected children and Geoforce's sister, Terra.
Well, yeah, I know what Batman Inc. is, Kosher, and I know who Red Robin is. It's Tim Drake. But it's taking a mission from Red Robin, like anytime I hear Red Robin, I immediately think of the restaurant, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Red Robin.
That's what I thought of. Just Red Robin. Yum. That's why I started laughing, bro. Like that shit was that. Oh man, I wasn't ready for that. Wondering what you came into. Oh, we were laughing about Red Robin.
Roblin. Yeah.
Not Red Robin, Red Roblin. That's his goblin-like brother.
Jesus. Yeah.
So we've got Fool Killer and we've got Halo.
Yeah, and the thing with Halo's powers is they transfer as long as there's a dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's transferred 3 times and it's each time someone dies.
So I feel like if there was nobody dead, Halo would be fucking useless.
So Victoria died.
Well, because her enemies are her sisters, right?
They're not sisters. They're literally just random people.
Okay, so those random people would not come to her aid. Well, I mean, this would be a 1v1 situation, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Fool Killer, bro. He's got, like, this psychopathic energy that fucking entered his body and made him extremely powerful, like, really strong and endurable.
Right.
Or durable. And he's got a fucking ray gun that evaporates people. Like it disintegrates people.
Mm.
At least that's the version that it was talking about, which was the Everbest guy. If I'm not mistaken, I know I don't know if Salinger, I don't know if they all had a ray gun, but she takes over Fool Killer after she kills him, but she has to kill him first. Like, that's the thing. She has to kill him first.
I'm trying to figure out if, like... yeah, so Violet was murdered. Who was... And then the... Oracle, who was observing her out of curiosity, was sucked into the newly vacant body, reanimating the deceased body.
But who would win in a 1-versus-1 fight? That's what the question is. It doesn't matter how many people are there.
I know, that's what I'm trying to get down. Like, regardless of if there's more bodies around or whatever.
Right. Because it seems to me that her abilities are pretty fucking useless until somebody's dead.
No. So she has a array of colors.
Her light powers could hold him in place, weaken him, and subdue him.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a possibility.
So each color has a different ability.
Yeah.
She has self-healing and resurrection.
Well, how do you self-heal from a fucking ray gun?
Can produce, well, she has resurrection. So it would just get transferred. And can produce empowering mental effects that can give her previous body's consciousness control of their shared body. She has a tractor beam. She can duplicate herself and objects. She can produce halting stasis beams to stop and manipulate enemies. Rays of yellow lights can stun or blind them. She has concussive blast. She can create an energy shield, levitation, and destructive heat beams that melt or burn enemies,
Okay.
and then emit a blinding light that is strong enough to overcome shadows and dark energies.
Okay, so but we have to think about who we're dealing with in Fool Killer. He's basically a serial killer.
Yeah.
He's not gonna, if he sees you and he wants to kill you, he's not gonna hesitate. You know, he's gonna shoot that beam of light. Now, obviously, if we bring the calling card into play, he would give Halo 24 hours to live.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you got to play it off of that. The fact that it lists that as well.
yeah,
Right? So, I mean, if you're going to come at me and give me a card that says you have 24 hours, like, I know, I'm just going to come at you ass.
that's true. But I feel like that would be under certain circumstances as well, though.
Right.
Like if there was something that caused her to attack him first, but she wasn't able to like kill him or fucking put him down, that all he's got to do is turn around and fucking evaporate her. That would evaporate all of her powers too, because
she has the oracle or whatever the fuck it was that is inside her will resurrect her.
Right, but how can
It doesn't.
But how can it resurrect something that doesn't exist anymore? That's the thing. He disintegrates them. It's kind of like the Thanos snap.
Right.
He shoots the ray gun and they completely evaporate.
The being that's watching isn't like a physical being. So that's why it's able to resurrect. It's not a physical, like you blipped it out type situation.
But do we know this for certain? Do we know if this non-physical being could resurrect somebody that completely vanishes? That's what that is what we would have to know. Because yes, this non-physical being can resurrect people, but based off of what we've seen or based off of what we've read and what we've heard about it, there has to be something physical for this light being to resurrect. So there has to be a dead body that this being can then enter and resurrect the dead person. If he shoots her with his ray gun and she evaporates like a Thanos type evaporation, there is no body for that non-physical being to resurrect. You get what I'm saying?
He has immortality, so there's no killing.
Who? Fool Killer?
No. The Eurycles. So Eurycles is who was watching this whole thing go down with Violet and then got sucked into her body.
Yeah.
Right? So
but no, I think what you're failing to hear is, okay, Eurycles is an immortal being.
Would survive and then resurrect her body.
But there's no body. That's what I'm saying. There is no body. That's what I'm getting at. Based off of what you read to me, there has to be a dead body present for Eurycles to go inside of that body to resurrect. Based off of what we know. You know, this could be a completely different what if. Based off of Eurycles is immortal. Correct. However, if you evaporate, you disintegrate a body, you cannot exactly resurrect something that doesn't exist anymore. Now, Eurycles could find somebody else to fucking inhabit to then go after Fool Killer.
That's also assuming that he just instantly gets. I mean, you're talking. He's not a fucking merc, you know.
Right.
He's not gonna get a one-shot magic shot off on her. Just walk up to her and blip her.
Right.
You know, and she has shielding abilities.
Yeah.
So if she has, if he's gonna come up on you or try to shoot, do something, throw up a shield, block it, and then she'll just immobilize him.
Kosher
that'd be-
said she blinds him with his yellow light, heat visions his weapons, concusses him, levitate him up in the sky, etc. I mean, she
Yeah.
could do all that, but I mean,
Because
do you really
at
think
the end of the day, like, he is strong. Yes, I get that, but the ray gun is going to be his only defense. So you take that away, you know.
I mean, that
is-
is true, but do you really think that he would allow her to do that much shit to him before he fucking decides to retaliate? I don't think he would be, I don't think it would be as easy as a fight as you guys think it would.
I'm not saying, again, I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's more one-sided than you think, because yes, he's strong and he has the ray gun, but that's it.
Yo,
I mean, she
right,
has
thank
the
you for saving us
ability
a
to do
billion.
all these other things to incapacitate him, whether it's to melt the ray gun, melt him for like, because he can't block anything. He doesn't have a shield. Yes, he's super strong, but you know,
Right.
Superman can get fucked up.
But
You know?
I'm also not saying that he would absolutely win this fight, but it's not going to be they meet up and he's fucking dead immediately.
Right,
That's what I'm
no.
saying. I don't think he would win the overall fight unless he got a quick shot off on her and was able
Yeah.
to fucking hit her.
Catch her off guard type situation, which is, yeah. I mean, I think, you know, one-on-one fight, they've met up type situation. He goes to shoot his ray gun, she blocks it, you know, tries to blind him and get a few hits on him. Obviously, he's got super strength. He gets some hits on her.
Yeah.
Tries to shoot her again. You know, maybe, I don't know. Fucking, does the gun have to hit? Like, does it just instantly blip everything? You know, it's not
Right.
really, like, if he hits her arm, does her arm just, you know, kind of?
No, I think it would be a full-blown thing.
Yeah.
It's a ray
I don't know.
gun. I don't think
Right.
ray guns don't exactly have, like, they're not bullets, you know? If I shoot you in the arm with a handgun,
Yeah.
your arm is useless, but the rest of you is not, you know?
What's up, Ryan? Yeah,
So-
I don't know. I'm leaning towards Halo on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it wouldn't be a quick fight like you guys think, but I do definitely
by
feel
no
like
means am I
Halo
saying
would
it's gonna
win.
be-
I feel like
Yeah,
in the
by no
long
means
run,
it's gonna
Halo
be
wins
like-
that.
He walks up and then it's done. Like, there's gonna be some back and forth, but I think at the end
Yeah.
Halo comes out.
I
Yeah.
definitely don't think it would be as quick as Kosher's like saying. Like he said, think the fight starts, she instantly blinds him. While blinded, she does the next attack and so on. She wouldn't, like, the argument here would be that she doesn't exactly know that he's a threat right away. You know, just like, I mean, him, it's a different story for him. He's a killer. He likes
Yeah.
to kill.
That's his MO.
So he could bring up the element of surprise, and at that point, blinding him may not be the best option. However, you know, it wouldn't be a quick fight. It would not be a quick fight in the slightest, but I do believe the Halo would win overall,
Yeah.
unless, like I said, unless Fool Killer was able to fucking, you know, get on top of it and just fucking destroy her with that ray gun in one shot and call it one and done.
Right.
I feel like Halo would win this one. That was a good one.
I
It was a
think so.
weird one.
Yeah.
It was a weird one because the other doesn't really have superpowers aside from like the strength from the psychotic energy, whichever,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
psychopathic energy.
Like, again, he's got strength on his side, so if she gets a few, like, I mean, she doesn't know him, but she gets a few shots on him and then realizes, okay, it's gonna take more than this.
Right.
And then, you know, the whole being able to stop him in his place. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's going to do it for this episode. Yeah. That was a good episode, man. 2 hours and 18 minutes. I think we could all agree that that was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Kosher, You beautiful
and girls.
human. Thank y'all so much for hanging out for a little bit. It means the world to us.
Oh yeah.
We love doing this. We love talking about all things nerdy. It usually tends to get heated when we talk about Batman.
Oh, we need to get like next episode. No Batman. We gotta-
We really have talked about Batman
first
just about every
hour.
episode.
Yeah, first hour it was just nonstop Batman.
It really was, dude. But yeah, it tends to get, it's like a heated conversation when it comes to Batman because everybody's got so many different opinions on the character,
Mhm.
which is totally cool. I love hearing the different opinions of people, but we're not getting into it again because we'll be here for another fucking hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that being said, guys, thank you so much. We will not be back next week, but the week after we will be doing another episode. Hopefully we'll have some more Marvel news. Maybe we'll have a little bit of DC news for you.
Yeah.
Although we never really know what news we have until we look at it right as we're doing the podcast. So we won't know for
Yeah, 'cause
sure.
We'll forget if we do it ahead of time.
Yeah, exactly. Because we use Twitter. We use like Twitter sources to look at everything. We have the one that we use. It's like not confirmed, but this person
It's accurate.
has some kind of inside source because they're accurate like 90, I'd say like 90 to 93% of the time. They're very, very accurate on the things that they're stating. So,
Yep.
Kosher, you have a
Yep,
great
yep.
night, brother. Everybody
Coach.
else, Happy New Year. We love you. And we will catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.